Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version 2 here with Professor Layton and Pandora's box, also known as the, Elysian box? Also known as the Diabolical box, also known as the box that kills you, also known as the box that makes you old and then kills you, also known as the box people don't like. We are here. This is a train. For people out there who don't know what trains are, this is what they look like. We got on a train last time and we were riding on a train to go and find out about this box that people don't like. And we were solving puzzles, and I remembered how much I enjoy solving puzzles and also how bad I am at solving puzzles. And it went well. So let's continue doing how well that was. We finished, I believe, first 1 or 2 chapters? I don't remember. I saved it here though, in Layton's room. Now loading, file 2. The story so far. I forgot we get these little things, which does help me. Which does help me because, you know, mystery game. Layton, Luke, and Flora's brief respite is interrupted when the train suddenly screeches to a halt. But the professor soon devises a way to move the train that's obstructing the track. With the tracks clear again, Layton and the others reboard the train, and with that they speed off towards their next stop, the village of Dropstone. Oh, I remember, yeah, we saw the town. Yeah. We're just loading back to here, but we did see the town. I remember this, yes. I mentioned we were going to see this cutscene again, and we are seeing this cutscene again. Because I forgot when you press a button to save in the chapter select, it immediately progresses. Welcome to Dropstone! The 50th... I feel like 50th anniversary is really short. The country village of Dropstone. I feel like 50 years is not a very long time for a village in England. England as a country has existed for like a really long time. Like several centuries. So, I feel like a town in England having its 50th anniversary, it's gotta make it one of the newest towns in England. Am I wrong about that? I just, like... the city I live in's been around for more than 50 years. I guess that's why it's such a big deal, because it's like, yo, we're a new town, we're still celebrating that we're hip and young in a new town. Train's looking pretty trash, so we're stopping here for repairs. We got at least 3 hours till we're ready to roll, so why don't you catch the local sites? Hey! That's like time enough for my streams. Hell yeah, we'll be back on the train by the end of towards the end of the stream. A capital idea. Besides, who knows what information we might stumble upon in the village. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to take in the sights around Dropstone. The Professor and his 2 adopted children, one from a village of androids and the other from a mystery place that we'll probably uncover in one of the games in terms of working out why the fuck Luke is actually around. That's like, there's going to be, I know I've mentioned it before, there's going to be a moment in one of these games. It's just a matter of when. Or maybe that's why everyone was so desperate asking for the next game, because it still hasn't been. There's gotta be at some point, in some capacity, an explanation for why Luke's here. At some point, we're going to get an explanation of why Luke is always around. But we don't have that yet. And I find that really funny. I see a poster. I think I'm beating this one. It's the second game. I really need to get a 3DS mod for capture. Sub Twin Dragon, it is the second one. I want to go through all of the games. I did the first one like 3 years ago, and then it took a while to get to this game because various things. Also, I had a 3DS modded for capture. It stopped working. So I'm emulating. I've got the box. I have it right here. I have it here. My 3DS capture card doesn't work anymore, which is very irritating. Yeah, it's very irritating. So the third game, I need to play the 4th game. Eventually I'll get there. Eventually. You know, within the next 2 decades. But this poster, Professor. Yes, yes, it's quite lovely, Luke. Oh, but there's something quite odd about the picture. Huh? What do you mean, Professor? 2 decades. Well, if I'm averaging one every 3 years. 7 games? That's about 2 decades. A dramatic farewell. Train stations are an especially good place for dramatic farewells, aren't they? Below is a painting of a man and a woman bidding each other a tearful goodbye. Somewhere within this painting, however, is a single unrealistic detail. Find and circle that detail. A single unrealistic detail. Anytime I have to go through turn-based trauma RPG. I'll do that eventually with what's it called? Final Fantasies at some point. An unrealistic detail in the picture. I'm gonna look at my OBS capture for this because it's a little bit bigger. Ah, Clear Obscure. That's on my list. It should be on my list. I don't actually formally put it on there, but it should be on there. If I look at my OBS capture, I can actually see this picture better. Because, like, looking on here, I'm just like, I literally can't even tell what's happening here. But looking on my OBS capture, there's a man there. There's this. What is this? I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know what... I want to say this is unrealistic because I literally don't even know what I'm looking at. Someone wearing a very large backpack. I'll be honest, I'm already stumped. I'm already at a point where I'm not sure. I'm gonna get a hint. Just, because the thing is, I don't even have a possibility. That's not helpful. Moon lamppost fine, don't bother with the moon and the lamppost are fine. Okay, the moon was the one thing, but I'm just like, but it is nighttime. Don't bother with the man in the foreground of the painting either. Okay. I'm getting another one. Detail you're searching for is to do with the painting. I just thought that you're sure to shout there's no way you could move it like that. I don't see anything with like the wheels or the doors or anything. I can't. I'm calling for help on this because I still don't even know what I'm looking for. It's something to do with the train, but I don't know what to do with the train I'm looking at. I don't get it. No, just tell me the answer, because I don't think the hints are gonna help me. I've already gotten all of the hints. Just tell me the answer. First puzzle of the day, and I'm literally being told the answer. Because because the thing is, like, I've got all the hints from the game. I still have no idea what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for on the train that is meant to be moving. The window the man is lifting would be clipping through the roof of the train. Huh? Oh, is that the... Oh, I thought that was the fucking light from inside. Oh, okay, okay. I thought that was a light inside. Okay. I just fundamentally misunderstood part of the picture. Okay. I thought that was the light. I didn't... Oh, his hand's on it here. Oh, okay. Okay. No, we carry those coins. We carry the loss of coins. Okay. I didn't see his hand here. Yeah, I didn't see the hands going up here, and that's holding on to the light. Again, I thought this was a light. I didn't realize this was his hand. I thought that was a background detail. And I thought because his head's, like, entirely in front of it, then the entire thing's in the carriage, so it's the light. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just misunderstood what the picture actually was. Okay. Okay. Well, the man they're painting to open the window shown above, the frame would go through the roof of the train. He says most trains have windows that only open partially. Of course, thanks to modern air conditioning, good number of trains have been fitted with windows that don't open at all. But dramatic farewells. Oh, I knew there was something strange about that picture. No, Layton told you. I got a two-sided pod. Where did I get that from? No one gave that to me. Coin! Well, I got one of my coins back at least. I got one of my coins back, so we're doing fine. We're building a camera in this one. I almost forgot. Well, we're building a camera, and of course we do have Sergeant Death as well. We don't have our third thing yet, though. We don't. No. Keep forgetting that's not one. I'm telling you, man, the Sleepy Little Farm place is like the chillest place on earth. The boss is wandering around the village, and so is that inspector dude. So the village is celebrating its 50th anniversary right now, so there's tons of stuff to do. If I want to start working, I'd definitely go check it out myself. So the village was founded only 50 years ago. That's what I was saying! That's quite young for a settlement in these parts. And it's so peaceful here that I can't really believe we'll find anything clues about the Elysian box. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure of that, Luke. Remember, one of the first rules of puzzle solving is that the answer is often in the unlikeliest of places. Right as always, Professor. I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled for clues. You see, Fire, the village of the Undropped Stone was going to celebrate its 800th anniversary, but after a certain unfortunate accident, we're now celebrating the village of Dropstone's 50th anniversary instead. Harumph-man! Hello there, Harumph-man. Well, Miss Layton, enjoying the time here in Dropstone. It's delightful. Every once in a while, so I like to leave the city and enjoy the countryside. The air is so fresh and clean. Must be nice to live here all the time. I'm so jealous. I say you should be, young man. Something about this place that makes you feel like a new man. And with the village celebrating its 50th anniversary today, our timing couldn't be better. Come to think of it, your Mullins Express turned 50 this year, didn't it? Quite the coincidence. Yes, indeed it did. Sheer coincidence, of course. Got it! Dropstone's full of, robots. Got it. Dropstone is a town full of robots. Still, it could have been fun to have a double anniversary celebration here at the festival. Well, we have a grand 50th anniversary celebration planned at the exclusive venue in London. Oh, is that so? Well, I'm sure your party will be on par with the excellence of your train. Here we are. On that note, I'm afraid I'll have to excuse myself. Good day to you, Miss Layton. Good day to you, too, Mr. Beluga. My, it's already a year since she passed away. Time truly does just fly by. She? Could have sworn that man was a homosexual. Can't believe you had a female partner that died. Who do you think you're talking about, Professor? I haven't the slightest idea, Luke. Is this village particularly a bunch of robots? You'll have to tell me if you're all secretly robots. You know, legally speaking, if you're secretly a robot, you have to tell me. It's so much easier to find hint coins on emulator. It's so much easier. Yeah, that's a bench. Very benchy. Oh, wait, was that great? Did I click on? Oh, yeah, Shaq is there as well. So, because we're going around to multiple places and not just spending the entire time in a single village this time around, she's actually just gonna be in multiple. She's just bringing her house with her. I fancy seeing you ladies out and about. Me? They burned me off the train till I fix it. Tried a few puzzles past time, just like a peek inside my shack of wonders. I'll be here until I can get back on the train. So just come by if you got an anchoring for a puzzle. So that was where we came from. So let's continue along this way. Where are the festivities at? There's the festivities. Most of the festivities seem to be taking place over there. Celebrations appear to be in full swing. Even more booths set up there. Coin! Found a blue coin. What do we have here? Visitors from out of town. Indeed we are. We are traveling on the Voluntary Express. What was the there for repairs? If you're here for repairs, there's only one place you can be headed, am I right? Only one place we could be headed? What do you mean, sir? Hmm? Oh, I was just thinking out loud. Yep. Just talking to myself. Forget about it. Why is everyone here immediately suspicious? Hey, do you know this festival that's going on today here in Dropstone? Today's March 5th year since the founding of our village. Make sure you get in on the fun. Egg-shaped individual. He is the Eggman. That's what he is. He also has the master plan. Of course, you have a second puzzle I'll talk to again. Did I talk to Sammy, like, again to get another puzzle off of him, just in case? I don't think I did. I gotta go back just in case. Beluga walked away. Can you believe this weather? Really, it's a perfect day for a festival. Sunshine has me in such a good mood, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a puzzle I've had tucked away. Cube halves. Will this have anything to do with sunshine? No. Below are 4 shapes. 3 of the shapes form a whole cube when fitted together with an identical shape. However, one shape below is different in this regard. It doesn't form a cube when joined with that other identical shape. Circle the odd shape out. Ooh, fun. Fun. You gotta, like, visually space it to be like, ooh, what would actually make a cube? Identical, you say? Identical. Trying to, like, mentally picture. Like, okay, so if you had this. Because this could go into here and that could go on top of there. For this one, you should be able to just, like, flip it over that way. And that should sit on there. Trying to, like, rotating an apple in your head. Trying to, like, rotate this in my head to just be like, if you duplicated this and rotate it around, would this slide on the new one fit into here? And then that goes into there. That goes on top of that. And then that goes on top there. Does that work? My brain is making them all into cubes, so I'm overlooking a detail on one of them. My brain says all of them can be cubes. But I'm also, like, not certain if any of them are actually flipped and they're not identical or not, with, like, the way that my brain's, like, moving them around in my head to fit them together. I'm trying to, like, mentally rotate this around. Because if you were to rotate this shape to go into here, are you just rotating the cube or are you flipping it? Like, not the cube, the shape. I'm trying to, like, mentally process that. Because I think the answer is no. Because you'd have to rotate it 180 degrees going around this way. Which would, like, say you rotate this, right? You rotate this going, like, from this side around this way. To do that. Then you've got this triangle here is down where this part is. Going that way. Which means you'd have to rotate it another 90 degrees to get it to fit into here. But I think if you got this part rotated 90 degrees, it wouldn't fit into there cleanly.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Yes, okay, yeah, okay. Okay.
And there we have
it. Because it can fit into it, but you're doing the wrong thing with the shape. It's not identical. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Still in the form of a cube when joined with the identical shape. Some areas of the shape are just a little too complex to fit together neatly. I feel like that's not a very good explanation. I feel like just saying it's a little too complicated to fit together neatly. Which of the three can turn into a game cube? Yeah, we do a few altercations. You could probably change that shape into something that works, don't you think? Because it's meant to trick you. The triangle looks like it goes into the triangle, and then the two parallelograms, or whatever the fuck they're called, there would fit into each other. Cripes, you just breezed through my best puzzle. I didn't see that coming. What was all puzzles? Have you ever heard about the mysterious puzzle collecting lady? And she gathers and solves all the lost puzzles of the world. She has a conundrum at the starts a mystery, you know. A mystendogram. Skewed trapezoids, I believe. Ow, I choked on my tonsil. Ow. 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 Bless you. No, that's the correct term people usually use for choking on tonsils, but I also don't know if there's a term they usually use when someone chokes on their own tonsils. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the fun of puzzles, Angelo, is yeah, like you can, well, like if they're not like pure math ones, there's so many ways to like get to the same thing. I'll be fine. Sorry, it's just it turns out my tonsils are allergic to the word mystenic drum. Alright, everyone, I need you to remember the word mystenic drum for me. That'll be the solution to the final puzzle of the game. So I'm talking to Sammy again, he may have had a puzzle. Just in case. Stop those feet, folks, you can't board up yet. The whole train's still busted, you follow? Blood is still parting now, why don't we go join them? We gotta exhaust dialogue with everyone in case they have puzzles. And I forgot to do that for Sammy. Can we make it through one of these games and not miss a single puzzle? Probably not, but, you know, we're trying our best. Oh, there was a puzzle that was just in the background earlier. Wow, a lot of stuff there is to do. I've never been to a festival before. It's wonderful. Oh, that's right, Flora. I've forgotten how you grew up in that one little village. Luke, how did you forget? It was a village of robots. How did you forget? Is this why Luke's around us? Is he secretly our patient? And we're training him with puzzles to try and retrain his memory because his memory's really bad? Spoiler chat popping off because I worked out the secret mystery behind the 5th entry, like, several games early. Well, now's your chance to make up for lost time. Let's explore. The village was too curious for him to remember. Yes, let's. So where should we go first? The nickname Fluke seems pretty accurate. That's what happens when I get the puzzles right. Oh, let's go to a booth over there. I want to see what they've got. Wait for me. None of these characters are going to have a consistent voice. I'm not trying to give them as strong voices as I do in Ace Attorney. But they're British, so I can't help but do something. It's like when I'm playing Kate Sith in FF7, and every single time I say one of his attacks, I'm putting on either an Irish or a Scottish accent. Ha ha ha. You two watch where you're running, or you're liable to crash into something. Oh, shit! The villain from the first game that I forgot about. The old man Yowie villain from the first game that I forgot about. It would appear to be the 50th anniversary of the village. What's his name? Don Flamenco? Look at all the fruits and veg on this cart. Bro belongs to a person running like a little stand. It looks like one of the wheels is dented. That must make it difficult to move. Yeah, I bet it's a real pain. I hope you don't realize if a puzzle about a dented wheel. Just standing there, menacingly. The warped wheel. Oh no, I left my ominous cardboard cutout out in the open. In the backpack of the train yard, there is an old warped wheel lying on the ground, as shown below. While no longer functional, that is not a fucking wheel. The wheel is interesting because when rolled on a flat surface, it actually traces a funny side pattern if you look at it from the side of the 5 diagrams below, which depicts the actual path of the axle. That's not a wheel! And it's not just dented. Bruh. Okay. Okay. Shapes 2. So what we can do here is we can literally just draw out triangles. Draw slightly better triangles than that. And we just draw a triangle like this. Who needs to solve puzzles when you have drawing skills? And then we just go, okay, so we're going from here to here to here to here. There we go. Just if some part of what these made these puzzles confusing that they use different terms for certain objects or ideas that I don't. Yeah, that absolutely happens. I'm absolutely very, very familiar with this. So we first go and we're going down here, so it's gonna fall down. The wheel's gonna fall from here onto here. So we're gonna go whoa, punk. And then as it goes from here to here, it's gonna go up and go whoa, tunk. And then it's go from up here all the way up here, so it's gonna go whoa, tunk. Hey! I think we solved the answer!
Here goes.
Hey! Memo powers!
Too easy.
Memo powers! That's right. Diagram A correctly traces the path of the axle as the wheel rolls. Probably won't see this wheel on train anytime soon. Would it be fun to watch it bounce around? It's like not even actually solving the puzzle, it's literally just drawing. That's right, Luke. You sure worked that one out quickly? If you got any more puzzles, I've got answers. I'm impressed you knew a puzzle like that. I never heard that one before. Well, I tried my best to impress the professor. I also grew up in a village filled with puzzle-obsessed robots. Layton be like, this one would be shit, but it would be fun. Oh my god, there's gonna be so many puzzles here. What are all these arrows for? Oh, it's my fairground game. Hey, squirts, try into this game of mine. Everyone here is so fucking shaped. I love them. I'll tell you what, since business is so slow right now, first try's on me. Gosh, really, mister? Come on, Flora, we can try together. Which arrow? A bag of sweets dangles from one of 3 arrows attached to the wall. Assuming that all 3 arrows are perfectly straight, which arrow is connected to the sweets? Now, unfortunately, I can't rely on the ability to, draw on the screen with any kind of a straight line to do this. It's got the only leg exercises, I'm looking for one. I'm looking for something straight on my desk. No. 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 Maybe. Maybe. We'll get measured by that side, but we'll probably measure by the top side. Oh, of course! The hidden arrow that is invisible between B and C. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? We have memo enhanced. Thank you very much, the chopsticks on my computer desk. Why do that when I can do you one better? I can do you one better. Me, but with a ruler. Here we go. Here we go. Get our line selection tool out, go for a color. We start from here. And we go up to God damn it! Okay. We go there we go. I don't really kind of should have put one playing this game, so I fully approve. Arrow B! We've solved it. There we go. That is the wrong emulator. That's the one. There we go. That was back when we did Metroid fucking Pinball, which I still haven't finished. You know, I was gonna close Paint.net. Let's leave that open just in case. There we go. B! Will we solve a single puzzle in an honest way today?
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
The chances are looking slim. With those puzzles, because I'm weird like that. I feel like what I'm doing is a bit weirder. Secretly on Metroid Pinball Stream. The lines count as shapes. Good eye. Arrow B is the one attached to the sweets. This puzzle is an example of the famous Poggendorf optical illusion. When a diagonal line is partially obscured by a straight shape, the viewer tends to not be able to accurately determine which of the lines on the right is a continuation of the one on the left. Unless they fucking cheat. Nice and on, shorty. Here's a little something for that fine performance. Really? Gosh, thank you. We got a spring! And a puzzle for which arrow? Alright. Keep clicking on... Oh, it's the same thing. Festival like this, time to let your hair down. Believe you're not having fun now, you'll regret it tomorrow. Oh, that was the... I already did this one. So many things to push on this cart, must be hard to push around. So many things to buy. I wonder if there are any local delicacies. There! Govis, there's gotta be some coins around here somewhere. They're on the fucking ground. There we go. Wow, a spring. Is this why no one's at your event stand? If you're playing on hardware, you can just use a stylus as a ruler. I say it's fair game. Alright, so we do have a lady up here. We're doing some top secret festival prep back here, so you can't come in yet, okay? Alright, top secret fest prep. Okay. What do we think is more interesting? The fields patch or these houses over here? So the houses. Half of the Layton streams are solving puzzles. The other half of the Layton streams are me clicking on every part of the screen, furiously looking for coins. Small house, but it's decidedly charming. Look at this crazy looking tree, Professor. It's all warped. With a structure like that, it must be quite old. I wonder how long it's been here. Oh, look, our little conversation reminded me of a certain puzzle. Care to hear it? Why not? Trees on an old road. The country road you see here is decorated with a single straight row of trees, each a set distance from its neighbor. Of the 5 trees labeled A to E, which 2 trees have the greatest distance between them? Study the image carefully and draw a line between the letters of the 2 trees you've chosen. Didn't it? Oh, a set distance from its neighbor. I thought it's... my brain interpreted that as the same distance. I'm just like, all the trees are the same distance apart. Which one's the furthest distance apart? Wait... The rough situation of hanging out with somebody constantly comes positive for 5 minutes, but I only want to have a normal conversation, I'd go nuts. See, the solution that that Herschel here has come up with, which is also why he hangs out with Luke, is you just need to find someone who also has puzzle autism like you. That's just the solution. Of the 5 trees of AD, which 2 trees have the greatest distance between them? Like everyone in the puzzle and Layton universe has puzzle autism. I don't like that it says study the image carefully to work it out. Because my brain says it's absolutely A to B. And every single time I try to re-examine that with some information, my brain just comes up with A to B again. It's the furthest away from the POV, so therefore the distance looks the most truncated. Like, relatively speaking, the distance looks shorter because it's the furthest away POV-wise. But even outside of that, it still looks like the biggest gap out of any of them. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it, and if not, then I'll get hint coins. No, okay. Okay. Long, careful look at the puzzle. No, I don't want to. I don't know what I'm looking at if it's not that. Oh, can I do any trees? Oh. Oh, I can do any trees. Oh, it doesn't have... Oh, not which two, next to. Oh, okay, I'm dumb.
Here goes.
It's not the two... It's not...
That was almost too easy.
I was thinking in sets of 2, not just overall. One of those you motherfucker kind of puzzles. Perhaps I should have prepared something a bit more challenging for you, Luke. Well, we'll save that for next time. For now, let's continue our walk about the village. Yo! Can we finally get Sergeant Death to be a little skinnier? We only need 2 more spaces. There's tiny time attracts a hamster if he's within 30 spaces of it. However, if an apple is also within 30 spaces, the hamster will always go for the apple instead. Alright, go Sergeant Death!
Oh, come on. I'm tired.
Go Sergeant Death, go! I believe in you! Apple! Let's go!
I'm gonna feel this tomorrow for sure.
What exactly is he doing the stuff that entices him so? Chewing it to death, I think. Sergeant Death walks 9 steps. His level went down from 5 to 4. Let's go! Let's go! Alright. Let's just put our items back. There we go. There we go. So our next goal is 14. Will that be another 1 or 2 things, do we think? So this will event, like, obviously at this level it's very easy, but it is eventually going to become a puzzle of, like, working out all of these stats that are there. Now he's just flabby. Alright. So now we go back. Oh, they actually say flabby? Oh yeah, it says here flabby. There we go. How many camera pieces do we have? This doesn't actually, it doesn't tell us how many camera pieces we actually need, it does it? It doesn't actually tell us how many pieces we need. So that looks like, no, never mind. I was about to say, that looks like it goes onto there. No, but these probably go next to each other here. Not strictly where I am, but you know. No, never mind. Even they don't connect. I'm not sure. I can't remember how many camera pieces we need, or if it ever told us. I don't think it did. We'll come back to the camera. We'll come back to the camera. That's the odd tree. Dropstone's natural beauty is really a thing of wonder, don't you think? All on the path, nothing near. Gotta show things in case I can tell it works, I suppose, like most tech repair. Yeah, I can try and, like, work out what I currently have. If I remembered the name of them, of, like, which bit was which, it'd probably be easy to know where, like, to have an idea of where in the camera they go, but I've forgotten what's called what. Hey there, fellas. I'm in a real bind here. Help an old girl out, will ya? What seems to be the problem, madame? My sweet little bird fell down a hole in the ground. I want to help the poor thing, but I just can't reach her. Do you have any ideas? I believe there's something we can try. For some reason, I remember this one in particular. I think because she reminds me of a radish. The trapped bird. How the fuck did your bird get down here? Oh no, Laurel's poor little bird has fallen down a long, winding hole in the ground. In front of the bird are 3 paths labeled A, B, and C. Which challenge should the bird take in order to make it back above ground? Alrighty! Who's ready for some coloring in? Alright, we're just gonna color in every path that the snake goes along. Yeah, we're just gonna thickly color it in. Anywhere the snake goes gets thickly colored in, nice and thick. So we know not to go that way. Oh, don't go down A. A's a bad one. And then they go over this way, over to here. Oh, that goes also to C. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, but that goes... it keeps going up this way. And then it goes over this way. And then it goes over this way. And then it goes over this way. This snake has a lot of spots to it. Which goes down to here. Which goes up to here. Which goes in here. Which goes in here. Which goes to here. Which goes this way. Which goes this way. Which goes this way. Snake gets around! But also this goes this way. Which goes this way. Which goes this way. Which goes there. Which goes to here. And which goes to here. And goes to here and here. Which goes all the way in here. And then through there. And up there. But also goes around there. And that way. Fuck it. This... Snake can get anywhere. The snake can get anywhere. But the snake can't go through B. B only goes to here. Which then goes back into that way. But even that will lead out to there. Or it goes that way. Which leads to there. Which leads back on itself. We go... I think it's B. I think it's B.
Should do the trick.
That feels like a very easy puzzle for 35.
Wonderful.
Very nice. Smokers have escaped her underground confines by following Tunnel B. Any other tunnel would lead her deeper underground or into the mouth of a very hungry snake. The trapped bird. Here's my little birdie. I was worried she'd be stuck down there forever. I wish I had some way of thanking you properly. You can have this tea set and these lovely herbs. Take 'em, I insist. Tea set minigame has been added to the trunk. Oh. You got the ingredient Oasis Leaf, used to create new blends. You got the ingredient Brisk Berry. And Citronia Seeds. Touch the tea set, touch the trunk icon, then touch the tea set icon. Tea set allows you to mix and brew a variety of herbal teas. Add multiple measures of a herb to increase that herb's effect on the tea. Tea time! We have tea sets. We have truly become Layton. Combine the ingredients you gather to make a variety of delectable teas. Teas and ingredients currently found in your possession can be found in the boxes shown on the touchscreen. Touch an ingredient to learn its name and the properties it can give your tea. When you're ready to make tea, touch ingredients you want to use them and drag them to the teapot. You put 3 measures into the teapot before you can start brewing your tea. Mind you can use more than 1 measure of the same herb in your concoction. Once you've put your 3rd ingredient in the teapot, the lid next to it will start to wiggle. Place the lid on top of the teapot and start brewing your tea. Question turns out well, you'll be added to your list of tea recipes. Check your list of recipes at any time by touching tea time. Whatever you can use the tea, touch a teacup to see that tea's name and characteristics. Once you find a tea that you like to serve, touch serve to pour a cup for anyone who's thirsty. There are 12 recipes in all. Try to discover as many as you can, they're sure to come in handy. Oh my goodness. All of these things are so much more involved than put the furniture correctly into Layton and Luke's room. I mean, if we need 3 measures. Oasis, so we have refreshing, refreshing and purifying, revitalizing and restoring, and great for the skin. Clearly the correct thing to do is to just put all of these in there. The suspense, what the tea tastes like. 1 pot of tea coming right up. It's a little sour and a little sweet. Yum. So I've tipped my hat to this tea's drinkability. I imagine it would be delicious iced as well. Yeah, since it's nice and light, I'm sure just about anyone would be happy to have a cup. Yes, I myself am partial to its lovely fruity aftertaste. Yo, let's go. What if we just make... Be it puzzles or brewing tea, creativity, thinking pays off. Oh no, my tea was so good. Real beauty tea is the way different flavors come together. Use a variety of ingredients. Put all the same ingredient, but it all made a boring 1-note tea. Wow, look, you're being so creative right now. Or okay, well, what if it's like very berry, but a little bit of sour? Oh no. Smells a bit funny. Are we sure we can drink this, Professor? Why not take a sip and find out for yourself? I'll give this one a miss. Where'd I go wrong? So sure I brewed something good too. Okay, what if it's very sour and a little refreshing? Oh no! Professor, there's smoke coming out of this tea. We have willingly invented a drink that should never have been. I'm no cow, but I'm not brave enough to drink any of that stuff. Well, then our course of action is clear. Let's steal this recipe away and never make it again. I think we've accidentally discovered what's in the Elysian box. Jesus Christ. Tea time! There we go. Bruised tea. Tea lights on fire. Real Homer Simpson moment. Jesus Christ. A classic tea with added twist of Citronia seed. The special ingredient gives it a unique flavor. Serve. There we go. There we go. They're bashing your tea ideas. They're cowards. They can't understand true creativity. They can't understand true creativity. Oh yeah, short while ago, the train comes to a sudden and rather alarming stop to avoid crashing into another train lying abandoned on the tracks. Our train is currently stopped in a quaint country village named Dropstone. The village is currently celebrating its 50th anniversary of the founding, and the whole place is bustling with activity. With a while to go before our departure, I decided to use our free time to search for the village for any clues on the Elysian box. Well, we got a lot done there. That's pretty nice. Oh my god, you have another puzzle. Hello there, you two. Your time is impeccable. Trying to write this flower I grew to a friend. I got green fingers when it comes to plants, but I'm all thumbs when it comes to rapping. Have an old girl out, would you? She has a second puzzle. It's a rap. Laurel is very particular about wrapping this flower, as it is a gift for an important friend of hers. She would like it to be wrapped as shown below, but it's no idea where to begin. In order to wrap the flower just like you left my drawing, how should you begin wrapping? British lady puzzle. Number 2. Trying to think of a way to cheat. Well, I don't think I have any cheating ingredients near me. I don't think anything nearby me is enough to cheat. Unless we Metal Gear Solid this shit and we use the game case itself. Why is there so many fucking books in here? Alrighty. We are pretending. Oh, yo, I've got a Club Nintendo code to scratch off. Let's go. Oh, I gotta sign up my Club Nintendo for Professor Layton and the variously named books. Alright, so How do we do this? How do we do this? Oh, hey, look! Professor Layton of Pandora's books. There's Rhythm Paradise in here. Brain Training, Picross 3D. Yo. Cooking Guide. Math Training, Animal Crossing Wild Worlds. Nintendogs, hell yeah, I love Nintendogs. Mario Party DS, I actually played that one a lot. New Super Mario Bros. The start of mid. Spirit Tracks, that one I never touched. Wii Sports Resort, God, I put so many hours into that. What was I doing? Oh, right, yes. We're solving a puzzle. So, if we were to... Because they've got the green stripe on here. I don't know how to accurately put a green stripe on here when I don't have anything to color with. How do I not have a pen on my table? How do I not have a pen on the table? I feel like it's one of the few times I don't have a pen on my table. Would it be easy to work out otherwise without going through this method? Yes. But okay. Okay. So we're gonna do it like this, right? So if we fold up, well, so we're going for this side. So this side folds up, and it goes. We go that. I'm trying to copy the way the image is doing it, but it's reversing is hard for me to brain imagine that. Okay, rotate it that way. And then you've got... This doesn't really work. I think my thing's long enough. What if I opened the book? There we go. If I opened the book, and we got it like this. We open the book. And then we roll it like that. We're rolling it like D right now. So if you roll it like D... You get that. I'll be honest, I don't think this helps. I don't think this is helping me. Well, if I roll it like B, I'm pretty sure the answer is just B. No, the answer is A. No, I think the answer is A. If I roll it like A... Wait, I'm trying to... No, because you have the green strip there. Try some of the green stripe. I'll be honest, the way that I'm folding this, I don't think it's any of the answers. How is it any of them? Because the issue is, like, so say that like I'm holding it like this, right? If I'm folding it like A, so I'm folding this over, this side's the green stripe, right? And then I fold it like, and I roll it like A, which starts from there and then goes. Wah. The problem is that the thing that I'm getting as what would be the green stripe is this side. I'm gonna just say A.
Consider this puzzle solved. Oh, my. This one is quite formidable.
I'm guessing this one until we get it. I'm guessing this one. The way that I'm rolling it up is just, it's not working it out.
Solved.
Yeah. I want the game to show me the diagram, because the way that I'm rolling it up, it's the side across from where you roll it that ends up becoming the green strip. So I feel like whatever I'm trying to do is just not working, so I'm just gonna guess.
This should do the trick.
I'm thinking of it, either because I'm using something that's a completely different shape to what they're rolling, it's just not working out. I've played this game 3 times. I know once figured out a good way to solve this puzzle. I do try with real paper every time, just like you, and I always get it wrong. don't believe you. I don't believe you, video game. I don't believe you. I think I need to do this with paper that's way similar to what's there, where it's as thin as what they're showing. I think me trying to do it with this, even though the concept is similar, the shape of the end result is so different that it's really hard for me to see that loop coming around properly. Like, because that edge that has the green strip is meant to be coming around multiple times. I think because I'm using something that's, like not thin enough for what it is, I can't get it to look like that to match that. I think that's the issue I'm running into here. I need to do it with longer, thinner paper. Because trying to do it with something like this, my end result just doesn't look enough like that to be able to actually say that that's what it is. I think I just don't know how to wrap paper like that, apparently. But maybe once they're rolling it, they're doing something different with it. Like how they're coning it into it is a bit different. I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's about the finest wrapping job I've ever seen. You save me a lot of pain. Try CVS receipt, longest thinnest paper I can think of. See, the thing is, people don't roll up their joints like like that. They usually go like flat across the entire way. We got a hamster toy. That's not one hamster toy is not going to be enough to get up to the next stage. Let me return the favor about you. Well, tidbits about a taste that I gave you. I'm sure you know the basics of brewing, yes? Chuck shit into the works, yeah? But in one measure, I gave, of each of the 3 ingredients I gave you to make a nice cup of citrus classic tea. Herbs and all room for experimentation. Try brewing 2 parts briskberry with 1 part something else. I think that might be why I remember this lady so well. Get it right and you'll make a sweet crispy that's just wonderful. How to pick up any other tea herbs, try creating more blends of your own. Whole world of complex flavors is waiting to be discovered. You just need to find them. Briskberry with something else. Is that something else that I don't currently have? With something else that I don't have? Oh, it is. Okay, well there you go. Delicious. I just love how sweet this tea is, Professor. Well, that's a bit too sweet for me, but I understand why so many children enjoy it. I think I can drink a whole pot of stuff on myself. Just watch me. You've got quite the sweet tooth, Luke. Just try not to drink it too fast. Well, there you go. Now, the question will be, will we get enough hints about how to make tea the entire way that we can work out how to do most of those? Or is it going to be a case of we do just have to get to a point where we start shoving shit together and seeing what happens? What does this one do? Tries to aim this within 3 spaces, though he likes apples even more. It seems to me it's just a case of making sure that he gets to the things that he likes more than apples. Alright. Would that say help on the tea set? Help. I'm feeling less than my best. Will you make me a tea with oasis leaf, briskberry, and citronia seed? Oh. Okay. Oasis leaf, briskberry, and citronia. That's everything I have, right? Yeah, that's everything I have. Layton needs tea. That is just this, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Layton takes a steaming cup of citrus and gulps it down. This is splendid, Luke. Truly a testament to the restorative powers of tea. Now that's good tea. Layton seems restored and in high spirits. You found a hit coin at the bottom of the teacup. Don't accidentally fucking drink it. Okay, so we've got... Okay. Is this the idea? We're gonna make these pots of tea, but we also have a bunch of tea to give to people as we go through the story. We're gonna find 26 people to make better with our cuppers. Okay. Now my bud looks all smart. I'm gonna hand him over to Mr. Anderson to cheer him up. He's always been given some big secrets from him that's made the poor man heartsick. Alright, bye tree line path. Can go down there now, but we're gonna go over to the fields first, obviously. Hello there, man! Wait. No. Dick plants. Oh, all kind of things they're growing in the field there. Dick plants. Harnessing the power of nature is quite an impressive feat. There's gotta be something here. Can't have a screen with no hint coins. There we go. There we go. Gracious, the weather couldn't be finer for the celebrating Dropstone's fanciest 50th. My memory's not what it used to be, but you're not from around here, are you? Waiting for the trade? How do I know, you ask? Well, this is the first time that it's happened. So since that trade is, it must be in rotten shape. Chin up, Sonny. More often than not, the train gets fixed in a few hours. So right, 2 teas discovered, 1 out of tea served. Our tea journey has begun. Oh no. Well, the festival and all, there's plenty to see and do here in the meantime. Thank you for the information. If I could trouble you for a moment, though, I'd like to ask whatever knows the Elysian box. You may also know it as Pandora's box. You may also know it as the Diabolical box. Oh dear me! Oh dear me, I've never heard of the dreadful thing. Never, you hear? Well, I'm not sure if I want to talk to you anymore. To be frank, I was in high spirits as you came along. Now I'm grumpy and then cut in the rain. I'm gonna prove you're sorry for ruining my day, solve this puzzle here. They're all robots. And the box is what keeps them alive as robots. Can I, because of the way these games work, where we're just going through places and delivering tea to people, is it possible to miss tea to serve to anyone? Like, do I have to check to see, oh, I'm in the room with this person, I can serve them tea? But because we can't always get back to where characters are, can I miss people to serve tea to? Tea to, it's like a tea shop. Because now I'm going to be worried that I'm going to miss people to serve tea to. A pro golfer has the amazing ability to consistently putt distances of 3, 5, 7, and 11 meters. Strange enough, though. Those are the only distances he can putt. Currently, our golfer stands on the green with his ball 20 meters from the hole. What's the fewest number of strokes he can use to get the ball in the hole? Assuming the ball is hit farther than the distance remaining to the hole, it will roll over to the other side without going into the cup. He's not going to hit the flag and it goes straight down and goes shunk and it goes, wah! Okay. 3, 5, 7, and 11. Okay, this is a math. This is a math. 3, 5, 7, 11. I don't know if any of those actually even add up to 20. Outside of like 4 5s. But if you go past it and you can hit it back, could you do it better? I mean, no, because then the better one would still just be like you do 7, 11 and 7, which is what? 18. Then you hit 5, which is 23. You're 3 meters past, you just hit back in 3, and that's still just. I think it's 4. Googling it, no, you can't miss tea. Thank fucking God. Thank God. My brain immediately says the answer to this is 4. So I wonder if I'm misreading part of it.
And now to test my theory.
Damn it.
Well, I suppose you...
This is the pro golfer we're talking about. He can do some pretty amazing things. One! Don't put it! Just sink it!
And now to test my theory. Well, I suppose that's one possibility eliminated.
Two. Two? You hit it 11, but you misangle it so it lands 11 meters away?
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay.
And there we have it.
You misangle it the first 11 shot. Yeah. Our friend the pro golfer puts 2 diagonal shots as shown above. You can sink the ball in 2 shots. No one I've seen the golfer to put putt directly towards the hole did. I feel like this is one of the one. I feel like this is zero strikes. Let's say meteorite fragment hit it's equivalent to the whole 0 strikes. I feel like this is one where the puzzle is just like they basically lie to you. This one, like the way that it's worded, this feels more like they're lying to you. In terms of like what the solution is makes sense, but the wording feels like it's lying. By saying hitting past the hole, like if the amount of meters is more than the hole, it goes past the hole. Yeah. I understand the goal of the puzzle. I feel like it should be worded differently. The wording leaves something to be desired. Because it comes across as a logic puzzle, but it's actually a riddle. But I didn't say that, and that's one of those where it's just like, that's a riddle. Not a math puzzle. You presented it and worded it entirely as a math puzzle, but it was actually a riddle. Some of the times where I think Layton's at its worst is when it sets you up to make you think it's one type of puzzle, but it's actually a different type of puzzle. Sometimes they pull it off well. Sometimes it feels like they are just like going, ha ha, we got you. Then that wouldn't prevent just put 11 twice. If you ever shoot, it normally hits the wall of hole and goes in anyway. It's a little awkward in practice. That's the ticket's very nice. You got a good head on those shoulders, Sonny. Mind you, you need one to wear that hat. Give me another puzzle. Listen, for your sake, don't go around spouting off about the you-know-what box. Friends up in their own places could get you a lot of ugly looks. And who wants that? It's a town of robots who are powered by the evil box. Celebration times! Look at all these stalls. Now that is what I call a festival. Oh, I just love all the hustle and bustle. It's so wonderful. Shall we take in some more of the plaza's sights then? Definitely. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decided on a spot of sightseeing in front of the village hall. Oh, there's so many people. Click on everything! I was looking for coins. Pardon me. Yeah. Pardon me again. Ugh. Oh, Jesus. That burp reminded me of a puzzle. Look at this. Look at this little monument here, Professor. It appears to be commemorating something. Let's see what's written on it. The wrong date. This town isn't 50 years old at all. Dropstone was founded 50 years ago, and the founders commissioned a stone statue to commemorate that day. Unfortunately, the dozy sculpture managed to engrave the wrong date onto it. The whole village had delivered the erroneous sculpture till some bright spark realized that converting it in a certain way would enable the correct date to be displayed. Think about what the sculpture could have been converted into in order to display the correct date. On which date was Dropstone founded? Answer in 4 digits. Day, month. Thank you for specifying that. Thank you for specifying date, month. Found 50 years ago, the founders commissioned a stone statue on that day. Those sculptors managed to go the wrong date until Bryce Parker realized converting it in a certain way would enable the correct date to be displayed. Think about what the sculpture could have been converted into in order to display the correct date. Wait, okay. Sorry, I have to reread this again. I don't know what it's I don't know what's asking me. It was founded 50 years ago, and the founders commissioned a stone sculpture to commemorate that day. The dozy sculptor managed to engrave the wrong date onto it. The whole village had to live with it until, with the erroneous sculpture, until some bright spark realized that converting it in a certain way would enable the correct date to be displayed. Think about what the sculpture could have been converted into in order to display the correct date, and which answer was Dropstone founded. I don't know what the question's asking me. I'll be honest, this entire middle section here, I don't understand what it means. Someone converts the date on there in a certain way to enable the correct date to be displayed. Think about what the sculpture could have been converted into in order to display the correct date. So has it been converted, or are we doing the converting? Straight up tell me this, because reading the question, I don't even get the question. Are we converting it? Are we making a change to fix it? Has it already been done and we're trying to work out what it was wrong as before? I don't know. I don't get it. We're doing the converting. The date as it currently displays as 12/8 is wrong. Okay. No, I still don't get it. I still don't understand what the question's asking of me. I don't get what the question's asking. Puzzle text tells you that the sculptor engraved the wrong date into the stone, so you know that 12/8 isn't the date that Dropstone was founded. Okay. Does the sculpture shape give you a clue to what could have been converted? That big bowl, the opening at the top should indicate the sculpture is now a fountain. What? What does that mean? I don't... What's the question asking me? I legitimately don't understand what the question's asking of me. I don't know what the puzzle is. But I don't know if this is one of the situations where trying to work out what the puzzle is the puzzle or not, though. Because I genuinely, I don't even know what I'm meant to be looking for here. What they're asking me, I'm just not computing. So I don't even understand what they're, like, I don't know what I'm trying to solve. Like, I know what I'm trying to solve is the date that it was founded. But when it says, like, do a conversion, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it's asking me to do. I don't know what the question's asking. I don't know what it means by do a conversion. I don't get it. Though currently dry, the fountain's big bowl is usually filled with water. Why don't you take a moment to reflect on this? Oh, so you fill it with water like that, and then it looks like what? Looks like what?
This should do the trick.
That's the worst puzzle in the entire series so far.
Wonderful.
That is the worst puzzle in the entire series so far. That fucking sucks. That is so fucking stupid. That's fucking horrible. I'll be honest, I don't want to play the game anymore. I'll be honest, I don't want to play the game anymore. That's so fucking stupid. That is so fucking dumb. Like, that's not how water reflections work. That's not how fucking water reflections work. That's so stupid. That's not... That's not what anything is. That's not... That's so dumb. That's not how fucking reflection... Like, I feel like the puzzle should at least be... at the bare minimum, loosely based in reality, and not fantasy fucking logic. That is fantasy logic. That doesn't work. You can't have the solution to a puzzle be based on fantasy logic when, like, your game is meant to be about, like, riddles and shit about, like, puzzles that people can logically work through. That's not how that works. That's not... It wouldn't look like that! It wouldn't fucking look like that! You would just see through the water! It wouldn't... It's a fountain of constantly moving water! It wouldn't reflect... That's so stupid! You need a mirror! The only thing that would make it look like that is a mirror, not water! That's not how a puzzle... That's not... You can't have a puzzle that is that fantastical in the answer when it's like... When you're trying to say it's like a real thing. That's not... That's not what... That doesn't make sense! That doesn't work! In the US version, reflecting a word, not a date, I don't know why it's different. I mean, the issue is not that it's a date you're reflecting, not a word. That's the problem. The problem is the reflecting in general. That's not how water reflects things, especially in a little fountain. That's not what water reflections are. That's not how that works. That's not how water works. That it's not a solution, it's not an answer anyone could come up with for the riddle, because it's not based on reality! According to the writing here, this village was founded by its first settler 50 years ago. 50 years sounds like a long time for a person to come up with a stupid fucking puzzle, but I suppose it's not very long for a village. It's one of those that, like, works in illustration land, not in real life. But these puzzles are usually based in reality! Like... the situations might be fantastical, but, like, the solutions for the puzzles, like, 99% of the time, are based in reality. Like, you can't turn around and give me fucking puzzles that are, take this shape and copy it exactly, and can it make a cube? Something that is based very much in real-life physics and how objects can come together. You can't turn around and give me a puzzle that is roll up this bit of paper so it matches the shape and like style of this bit of rolled up paper. Something that is based on a very physical action that you have to do. And then turn around and give me this puzzle and just be like, but imagine it works like that. It's not what anything is! My god. Oh my fucking god. But this fact does just invites more questions. Why did this settler come here in the first place? The US version I was able to guess by something being word-based said, I think I only have understood how they wanted you to get it after solving. I hope whoever came with that puzzle got fired. You don't deserve a job, fuck you, you're a terrible puzzle maker. I mean, you deserve to be fired, but like, in a world where being fired means that you wouldn't like lose your house and lose your income. And like, if we lived in a world with universal basic income, you deserve to be fired. But we don't exist in that world, so you don't deserve to be fired. But if we had universal basic income, oh my god, you'd be so fucking fired for that puzzle. Oh my god. Oh my god. You'd be so sacked over it. Holy shit. It's hard to believe he or she... What, non-binary people couldn't found villages 50 years ago? Okay, that's probably actually accurate. Simply set forth from their old residence to found a new village. I do appreciate that. I was just like 50 years seems like too short, and now that's like a prominent thing there. Circular flower bed is truly delightful. Well, it's taken ages to put all these banners up. Coin! I got another puzzle before I talk to anyone. If I'm not mistaken, this building must be the village hall. Heard they were transferred to a different dev team within level 5 that was not involved with the Layton series. It's just, again, if you want to have fantasy, if you want to have fantasy puzzles, you need all of your puzzles to be based on fantasy. Fantasy realm logic puzzles only work when the rest of your puzzles are fantasy realm puzzles. So that's that one puzzle. There was like a whole Simpsons episode about a puzzle that was similar in terms of like cut it in half and reflect it. There was like a whole Simpsons episode where that was like one of the bits of it was that Lisa thinks she's so smart that she but there's this one riddle she can't solve. In terms of just like look at what these objects are or anything like that and try to work out what the solution is. And everyone else was like getting it immediately of looking at it and just being like, oh, I know exactly what it is and everything like that. And she couldn't get it. And I think the solution was, it was something along the lines of like, either it was like numbers that were like doubled over or anything like that. But that was like, you physically like could move it over. And then like physically cover it and then you'd see that by like another bit of paper or something. Or like you physically cover it and then you copy the images down. Or there was something very physical that she did to solve the puzzle. So it had the similar reflection thing or like cut in half something that has already been reflected thing. But she did a very physical, practical application with the puzzle to solve it. Reflection in the basin of water. That's just not what that would do. So it's not a reasonable thing to assume that a person could answer as the puzzle because it's not reasonable to assume that the fountain filling with water would do that. Or like make it a story within the game, not a real physical fountain that apparently works like that. Yeah. Like it's just that wasn't a case of someone told us, this reminds me of a puzzle about a fountain. No, this is just literally what this fountain in this village apparently does. They ground the puzzle hard in reality. And then have a completely fantastical solution. And so like, that's like, yeah. If they're like, it filled out the fountain and showing the reflection, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, they try to show you at the end, but it's just like, it's a fountain full of constantly flowing water. The sheer, like, breaks on the surface. Like, you would see the splashes of the water more than the reflection of it. Even if it was even if it was just a full bowl of water inside of it, water's see-through, and that's a very shallow, small fountain bowl. Yeah, it might technically have the reflection on the top, but what you're gonna see way more is directly through the see-through water to see the rest of the carving beneath it. Like when you fill up your fucking bath, when you go for a bath, you don't look at the bathtub and just go, oh my god, my bottles of shampoo and conditioner on the side of the bath, I have 2 of them now, and I can see them. No, you can see through the water to the bottom of your bathtub first. I realize that we need to pay that stonemason more. So is it like, there have been puzzles here that I think are slightly worded poorly, or worded in a way that's really hard for me to understand. That I feel like in this game is the first puzzle where I'm actually pissed off of just being like, that would be like the first puzzle in the game that I'm just like, I think it's a bad puzzle. Some of them might have wording that's hard for me to understand because I'm an idiot. Some of it, the wording is a little bit jarring, so like trying to work out what they're asking is a little funky, which is also an issue I had in the previous game. Because I feel like it's one of those things where it comes from the result of there being so many varieties of puzzle in the game, which I have said and I stand by is a strength of the game. But I feel like because there's so many varieties of puzzles in the game, and they often use a very similar writing style for the puzzles, there are moments where it's hard to work out what kind of puzzle you're even looking at. And sometimes that's intentional. Sometimes it's intentional that reading the puzzle, working out what type of puzzle is being asked of you is actually the puzzle. Are you being asked a riddle and you're trying to find the clever solution based on wordplay? Or is it a math puzzle and you're trying to work out a strict logical answer? Or is it some form of, like, lateral thinking puzzle? Like, sometimes trying to work out what kind of puzzle you're being asked is the puzzle itself, and it works. Sometimes, because it's just a very similar writing style across a lot of different types of puzzles, it sometimes feels like the wording of the puzzle leans you in one direction, but the actual answer is in a different direction. Not in terms of, like, misdirecting you, but in terms of what kind of solution you're trying to look for. It's an issue I had with the Curious Village as well. And I feel like that more so just comes from the sheer variety in the game, but the writing for the puzzles is very similar, despite the variety. That's an issue I had in Curious Village, and it's definitely coming up here. That's like that, but that, like, those don't, like, make a puzzle poorly designed. It just makes some puzzles a little bit awkward. That's the first puzzle in this game where I'm just like, it's poorly designed because the solution does, like, I don't believe you on the answer. If you are at a super parallel angle to surface or reflection, you see that reflection, kind of. If I sink into the bath so my head's poking, I can see a reflection of my tap on the surface, but just no, yeah. Yeah. Any of my little gripes that I have with any of the other puzzles are little gripes. They don't necessarily make the puzzle bad. That is a bad puzzle, though. Because the answer is wrong. Because the answer doesn't make sense. If I'm not mistaken, this building... I know I'm harping on it a lot, but it's bad, like, that pisses me off. This building must be the village hall. Yeah, but it looks like it's closed for the day. Well, they probably wanted to give everyone a chance to enjoy today's festivities. Look, this reminds me of a puzzle set in front of a village hall like this one. Care to give it a go? You know I do, Professor. Look, it's a Layton game. If you saw Curious Village and you're watching me play this, you already know that what you're getting involved in is me, like, 85% of the time super enjoying my experience, 10% of the time me getting tilted as hell, and 5% of the time me being pissed off at the game. If you saw Curious Village, you know that's how this is going to go. And as I want to keep stressing, because I know some people take me saying one negative thing is everything is bad, despite how often I don't say that. 85% enjoyment for a puzzle game that has this much variety is astounding. I do not expect 100% enjoyment of puzzles. That's not what puzzles are. Yeah, it's just, you know, the 5% that, like, the 10% tilting me, that's fine. If it's only 10% of the puzzles that tilt me, that's impressive. It's the 5% that piss me off, and I'm just like, I wish this wasn't here. So in Curious Village, but towards the end of it, it wasn't even necessarily the puzzles that were doing that. It was the fact that the game had hints at the end, and you got to the end of the game with the hardest puzzles. And all of the hints were basically saying, what are you, a fucking idiot? This is really easy. Why do you need a hint for it? What are you, fucking stupid or something? On the hardest puzzles of the game. The game got really condescending at its hardest times, and that was the main issue I had with Curious Village, outside of how backloaded the sliding puzzles were. 3 people at odds with one another are running for mayor in an upcoming town election. They are all locals of the town, which has a vote population of 40. In order to win, a candidate must get more votes than any other candidate. If each of the 40 votes cast a single vote, and every vote is recognized, what is the fewest number of votes a candidate needs to secure victory? Well, I was about to be a smartass and say, is there ranked choice voting? But if they're saying single vote, I'm going to assume that means there is no ranked choice voting here. Which means that this town is non-democratic, and therefore isn't a real democracy. At minimum. No, ranked choice voting doesn't mean that you are suddenly democratic. But if you don't have it, then you definitely aren't. Chat, what's 40 divided by 3? $14. It's one of those where I'm just going on assumption. 14. 14, 13, 13. No? Damn it.
Looks like I botched that one.
Right. Running for mayor local town, there are all locals of the town which has a voter population of 40. In order to win, a candidate must get more votes than any other candidate. If each of the 40 voters cast a single vote and every vote is recognized, was the fewest number of votes a candidate needs to secure victory. How's it not 14? See, this is one of those ones where, are they asking me a math question or is this a riddle? They're wording it heavily like it's a math question, with the specific focus on numbers. But is it a riddle? Where I'm trying to work out the trick in what they're asking me. Because 14, 13, 13. Gets you more votes than anyone else. Can I have a chat-based hint? Can I have a chat-based hint? Because I don't want to use my in-game hints on this, because if it's a because I feel like the answer is that it's a riddle. Is this a math question or is it a riddle? At a bare minimum. This is a math question. The wording is not a trick or anything similar. So how's it not 14? How's it not 14? One person gets 14, the other two get 13. Like each. Which is 40. Well, I'm trying to think of anyone to have... How does someone have less than 14 votes and still win? And I can't think of an answer. What am I missing? What am I missing? I'll be honest, games piss me off. I'm in less of a mood for it. What am I missing? I don't use hint coins. Because I'm going to run out at this point. Because I've been using hint coins on basically everything today. What am I missing? What am I missing? I don't get it. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. Nothing, I can't think of anything. If one gets 14, the other two get 13, yes. The one with 14 wins. What if one of the only two gets a 12, 14 is enough to secure a guaranteed win. So it is a wording puzzle! It is a wording one! That's not a math puzzle, that's a wording puzzle! That's a word puzzle then! That's a word puzzle then! It's based on how you define the word secure! That is a word puzzle! Oh, I'm gonna... Oh... I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Here goes. Whoops, that wasn't right.
What's the fucking answer? What's the fucking answer? Because they're part of the voter population and they're gonna vote for themselves. So if one of them gets 20, the other one could only possibly get 19. Because the one person would vote for themselves.
Just leave it to me. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Luna needs to lose 20 votes, and each of the candidates dislikes the other two. They'll probably all vote for themselves. 40 votes minus those three leaves 37 votes. Winner will need over half the votes or 19. The winning candidate's personal votes, then you get 20. If another candidate gathered or remaining 18 votes wouldn't be enough to become the candidate with 20 votes. There's like so many aspects to that where the wording is just fucked. Don't say secure victory, say guarantee victory. It's a political thing. Someone saying that someone secures victory is like a pretty common term for someone who just wins. And everything like that. Don't say secure victory, say guarantee victory, because otherwise you're tricking it with that. The idea that they vote for themselves, yeah, I get that. Yeah, Like the thing is the game thinks this is a math puzzle, not a wording puzzle. The game itself says this is a math puzzle. Like, this isn't on you, Doodles. Because the game is giving me a math-based solution. The game has a maths solution here. I don't see the difference between secure or guarantee. Because, like... like, I don't know, hearing someone wins and they secure victory is just like a fucking, people just fucking talk like that. People just fucking talk like that. Guarantee is a very, like, well, when you say what is the lowest possible for someone to secure victory, to me, the term just secure victory together. Oh my fucking god! I'm gonna fucking... Sorry, I threw the wrong thing across the fucking room. Sorry, it's Pandora's fucking box that needs to get in the fucking trash. I'm not playing the game anymore today. We're done. We're done. I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm fucking done with this shit. I'll see you next time. Until then, this is version 2, signing out. Here's the American version of the fountain puzzle. It's a joke. It's meant to be a ha-ha funny. So, on the day Dropstone was founded 50 years ago, the villagers toasted with red wine and danced late into the night. They also built this statue, engraving it with the words red and the date 8/12. Part of the statue is shaped like a wine glass, which is the fountain here, and can be filled with water from the spout at the top, which also they tell you it's a fountain here. The localization makes you guess that this is a fountain. They straight up tell you it's a fountain in this. It was one of the hints in the version that I did in Pandora's box that this was even a fucking fountain. While the statue describes the village's activities on the day of the founding, drinking the red wine, it can also show where they all found themselves the day after the festivities. Can you figure out where the villagers were? Answer in 3 letters. This is a joke. The joke is, oh, if you reflect red, it looks like bed. And it's 8:13 because the joke is everyone must have stayed up so late celebrating the new village of Dropstone they couldn't get up on time the next morning. Because the date switching over to 8:13 is part of the joke. It's not part of the solution, and it goes from red to bed with the reflection. It's a joke, it's meant to be a ha-ha funny thing, and importantly, it's not intended that the villagers designed this fountain as a solution to an engraving problem. It's meant to be a ha-ha by coincidence. The fact that it says the red on there, when you reflect it, shows they were in bed the next day. That's so silly. It's a joke, and it's meant to be funny. So the fact that it operates on more fantastical logic makes sense. It's not meant to be as realistic, it's meant to be funny. My version didn't say it was a fountain and said that it was converted into a fountain as a way of correcting an engraving error. What the fuck? They just completely butchered. The puzzle's not the same puzzle anymore in any capacity. In this version, they took the premise of the puzzle, then they made that the puzzle. In the version, the puzzle is figuring out the information that was given as part of the original puzzle. Like, the fact that it's a fountain at all is part of the puzzle in my one. In the localized European version. The fact that it's a fountain is meant to be part of the puzzle. The fact that the fountain water will reflect is meant to be part of the puzzle that you're meant to take seriously. And that you're meant to actually just be like, oh no, the villagers intended. Or the villagers intended for the fountain to now say 8:13 to correct the mistake. So it makes it come across like it's a more serious thing. The villagers are annoyed that the engraver did his job poorly, so they came up with a solution to carve a fountain into it so the fountain would reflect the number differently, as opposed to, I don't know, if you're turning this statue into an entire ass fucking fountain so the reflection looks right, just turn the 12 into a 13. Like, the level, like... What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm playing a broken version of this game. I am playing a version of this game that doesn't work. Holy shit. I don't think we ran into any issues that are, like, probably easier to change the engraving than it would be to add in all the junk to make it a fountain! This is awful. This is so bad.